Hi everyone, Miss Doman here. I just want to explain a few things before we get into our lesson. Today is Friday, September 11th, and this is our first video together. So I want to go over what the letter said yesterday in case there's any confusion. First, I want to say that our first week of school was fantastic. The children did their very best, especially with the circumstances that we are dealing with. They listened excellently. They followed the rules, the new rules, excellently. And I just want to give everyone a huge round of applause, especially everyone at home, because I know that this is a team effort. And I just want to thank everyone for being so flexible and fantastic with everything going on. So from a teacher's perspective, from myself, Mrs. Griffin, and Mrs. Ferguson, I just want to say thank you because I know right now nothing is easy, but I just want to say thank you because you're making my job much easier than it is right now. So thank you for that. Yesterday we all sent a letter home that looked like this, and it explained how Fridays are going to work for the time being. Obviously you found the YouTube channel, and this is where all of our videos are going to be uploaded. So you do not by any means have to watch these videos, but what they are is they are going to be a reinforcement of the lessons that are taught on Fridays, and they can be replayed as many times as needed for the children to understand the lessons as if they were going to be in school. Sometimes they are going to be more in-depth than others. So this will be their online lessons. We felt that this would be more, how can I say, beneficial than just a one-time lesson, so that people who needed more internet space, or perhaps you're sharing a device, that this would be more beneficial for our third graders. So that's what we decided upon. Also, I would like to take your attention down to the Remind system. I know that you probably signed up for your homeroom teachers Remind, but we please encourage you to sign up for also the other two teachers. So for example, if you are in my class, please sign up for also Griffin and Mrs. Ferguson, because they're going to be giving you assignments for their individual classes. Your child will have all three of us this year in third grade. They will have me for English Language Arts, which is reading. They will have Mrs. Griffin for math, and they will have Mrs. Ferguson for science and social studies. So their individual lessons will also need to be watched, and also you will need to have messages for Remind. You can contact us on Fridays and any other time via our email, which is located on this page, and via the Remind app, which will go to our phones. So on Fridays, if you have any questions about the lessons, and also on any time of the week, you can email us with questions pertaining to your child's education via these Remind apps, and like I said about the email. So this is the way to get a hold of us, and so everything that you need is located on this letter that went home yesterday on Thursday. And if you have any questions, that would be the best way to get a hold of us. So that's what this letter stated yesterday that went home. Okay, so please do that before you continue with this lesson. Moving on to my reading lesson for the day. Yesterday, children, you went home with this, which is a vocabulary lesson that we colored the genre, we colored our comprehension skill, we colored our vocabulary skill, and our strategy. And we are moving into Unit 1, Week 1, What Can Stories Teach Us? And we are going right through and going through our vocabulary words. I'm going to go ahead and move the phone and the video so that you can see the words and not my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We have our words right here, and hopefully, like I said, you're going to be studying these every night as we move more and more into school. The words are ached, concentrate, discovery, educated, effort, improved, inspired, and satisfied. So you're going to use these words to do your first side of your lesson for today, which is this sheet. This sheet is the side that has the vocabulary words on top, and you're going to write each word next to its definition. So you're going to take a few moments today, and you are going to keep your vocabulary words on top, which you're going to be allowed to do that because you're working and you're learning. This is not a test. You're going to keep that at the top, and you are going to write the definition next to the word on this sheet. So I'm going to encourage you to pause the video right now and complete 1 through 8. After you've completed 1 through 8, at the bottom it says write 2 sentences. Use 1 vocabulary word in each sentence. So of course, a sentence has a capital or uppercase letter, and it has some kind of end mark. Perhaps you're telling me something that would get a period. Perhaps you're asking me something that would get a question mark. Perhaps you're telling me something with strong feeling that would get an exclamation mark. When you come back to me on Monday, I expect to see 3rd grade fabulous, wonderful sentences. I expect you to pause this video. Let's come up with some fantastic sentences. You can even illustrate these sentences for me on the bottom by drawing me a little picture if you'd like. When you're done with this side of the paper, we're going to flip it on over. And guess what? We worked on sentences and fragments last week. A sentence is a group of words that shows a complete thought. A sentence fragment is a group of words that does not show a complete thought. Remember, we did the red and green blocks? This is the same thing. It says, every sentence begins with a capital letter. Most sentences end with a period. It is called an end punctuation. Well, that's not necessarily true. A lot of sentences begin with a capital letter, but they end with a question mark or an exclamation mark, just like I said on the last part of the video. But look how they've tricked you here, just like they tricked you on that last activity we did. They all have uppercase, but does that necessarily mean that they are a sentence? No, they might be tricking you into thinking that they're a sentence, but they actually are a fragment. So what you're going to do here says the sentence directions. Read each group of words, then write yes if it's a sentence and write no if it does not form a sentence or if it's a fragment. That's all you're going to do on this side of the sheet, and then guess what? Your work for today is done. For the rest of the day, you can read something that is at your house. You can listen to a read aloud on YouTube. You can please study those vocab and spelling words. We're going to next week really get into our story and really get into those spelling lists. I want to thank you for having such a fantastic first week of school. And Miss Doman will see you on Monday. Don't forget, you have to bring your work back into me for credit for Friday's work. So this worksheet, front and back, has to be brought in on Monday. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.